Hello, it's Alison Cooper here from the Online Tech Hub. Just wanted to pop on and just talk about Mailerlite. So Mailerlite is my preferred software for people just starting out on their online business. So if they're looking to set up email marketing software, which I highly recommend you do, definitely you need to be setting up your email marketing in your business essentially from day one because you need to build up your list. You shouldn't really be relying on social media platforms to build your audience. You can do that as well, but you also need to 100% include email marketing in the mix as well. So Mailerlite is the platform that I recommend for people just starting out in their business. It's free up to 1,000 subscribers. I've been using Mailerlite for a few years now. A lot of people do use MailChimp, but MailChimp is not as intuitive as Mailerlite. And also, Mailerlite has more features on the free platform than it does on the MailChimp does. MailChimp does not have, for example, automation on its free plan, whereas Mailerlite does. And also Mailerlite's good because if you don't have a website or a landing page in place at the moment, you can use Mailerlite to build landing pages and web pages, as well as setting up your email automations to nurture your email list. So it's a very, very good platform. So what I wanted to talk about actually, let me just switch screens one moment. So let me just find this screen. I can show you. So yeah, Mailerlite now has two platforms. It has its old platform and it has its new ones. So you have the Mailerlite, the new version, and the Mailerlite Classic is um, the older version. So I just wanted to talk about really the new version. So I'm just landed on this page here introducing the new Mailerlite. So this only just came out on January, 22nd of January. So basically it is a brand new platform. So for those of you familiar with Mailerlite, it is a now very much more updated and streamlined platform. So the design of it is a lot more intuitive. I think they've just basically brought it up to date with the aesthetics, the way it looks aesthetically. It's much more pleasing to the eye. So it has the email design, which still looks very much similar to the classic. But yeah, so it's been in development for over 2 years now. So it is a lot faster than the original Mailerlite. As you can see here, it does have super fast loading times. So if you're frustrated with the older version of Mailerlite, maybe being a bit clunky, this Mailerlite looks to be a lot better. It looks like it's more flexible. It has a more intuitive work environment. So I would say that the old classic version of Mailerlite is intuitive in any event. So for them to say that this new version of Mailerlite is more intuitive is absolutely saying something. So yeah, so says with the launch comes a fresh design. So they've kept their beloved minimalist aesthetic while improving how things are arranged within the Mailerlite platform. So yeah, so the main difference that I can see straight away is that the toolbar is now on the left-hand side, whereas before there was lots of different options at the top of the Mailerlite page. So they've introduced a a dark mode as well. So if you prefer your screen to be darker, they've introduced that. They've improved the dashboard as well. And they've got more sort of reporting features that are coming soon. And here it says they've got new advanced workflow automations. So automations being, so if someone signs up to your freebie, they land in your, they sign up to your freebie, and when they sign up to the freebie, they basically become enter your Mailerlite audience, become an audience within your Mailerlite email marketing software, and then effectively you can deliver that lead magnet, that freebie, to them once they've signed up, and then you can send out a series of emails after that initial email, warming them up and nurturing them, and maybe upselling them to other products within your business. So the automations are way more advanced. What else have they got? They've got an app. So the app seems to be they're having a bunch. The current Mailerlite app for the classic Mailerlite is not that great, to be honest. So it looks like they've introduced a better app for the new Mailerlite that has come out in the last week. Single sign-on. What else is to do? So pricing. The new Mailerlite comes with a new pricing approach. It's important to remind all current Mailerlite Classic customers that their pricing is not affected by this launch. Mailerlite Classic will continue working simultaneously. So yeah, so Mailerlite Classic, you can still use Mailerlite Classic. They're not pushing you to move on to this new Mailerlite, not currently anyway, so you can carry on using the Mailerlite Classic. So it says, instead of basing the new prices solely on subscriber counts, we learned through research and talking with customers that this number doesn't always define the features and functionality a customer wants or needs. So a better approach is to create plans around different business stages and include features that are relevant to that specific stage. So it looks like now the new Mailerlite includes 4 different paths: forever free, growing the business, advanced, and enterprise. So it says the pricing structure might look different, but it is actually more straightforward than our previous approach. The new pricing avoids the separate add-ons and bundles features together in a way that makes sense for our customers. So if we just quickly look at the pricing. So again, it is still free up to 1,000 subscribers, and you can send up to 12,000 monthly emails. You have one user and you have email support. So you don't have a live chat on the cheaper options, you just have email support. So you do still have the drag and drop editor, you still have the email automations. So the free package is still allowing you to build automations for free. As I say, packages like MailChimp and ConvertKit, you do have to pay for that. I think actually Mailerlite is probably one of the only email marketing platforms where you don't have to, you get the email automation builder built in for free. You can also create websites. One website, I believe, you can create and up to 10 landing pages, and you can create sign-up forms and pop-ups. So yeah, so it looks like the new version of Mailerlite is still free up to 1,000 subscribers, and you still get very much the same features as you do for the classic Mailerlite. Obviously, the higher up the pricing tier you go, the more features that you've got. So I went into Mailerlite and I created the new version of Mailerlite. So it takes you through a wizard. So I have still got my Mailerlite Classic. One thing to bear in mind is when you go through the wizard to create the new version of Mailerlite. When you go into the Mailerlite, it doesn't carry forward or bring across your audience from your classic Mailerlite. It effectively is just as though you're starting from scratch, as it were. So it doesn't bring across any of your email templates, any of your campaigns, or anything like that, or any of your websites or landing pages. So when you're setting up the new Mailerlite, effectively you are building from scratch again, just to bear that in mind. I wasn't sure whether if when I created this new upgraded Mailerlite account, whether it would actually migrate across all my old content or the content that is on my classic Mailerlite. It actually doesn't. You're starting completely from scratch here. So yeah, so it looks way more modern than the old Mailerlite. You've got the menus now here on the left. It just looks a lot cleaner um, than the classic Mailerlite. So it should be hopefully more intuitive to use. They do say in their advertising that it is easier to use than the classic, and to be honest, I find the classic extremely easy to use. So the fact that they have said that this option is even easier, then it's probably a good one to try. As I say, I always encourage businesses to set up their email marketing from as early a time as possible. If you're just starting out on your business, don't wait until you've got your website built, everything else is in place. Just start building, creating, setting up your Mailerlite, your email marketing software straight away. There's no excuses, it's free. And what I would recommend that you do is make sure that you have a domain, you've purchased a domain for your business, and that you also have set up an email address linked to that domain. So, for example, my domain is onlinetechhub.com and my email address is alison@onlinetechhub.com. So, I would recommend before you do anything is to make sure you have a domain in place and you've set yourself up with an email address specific to your domain, and then go in and create a Mailerlite account. The reasoning being that you would need to do that is because you won't really want to be using your Gmail or your Outlook email, because it just does not look professional. You want to give this impression that you are a professional, you are a business, so you don't really want to be giving that sort of look that, they're just using a freebie software, because then they're going to be like a freebie sort of email, because then they're going to be thinking, doesn't look too professional, and it sets you apart from other people that may be still using generic emails. And the fact that you're using a professional email address within your business speaks volumes. And also, not forgetting, it will help with email deliverability as well, having a professional email address. So it will help you steer clear of those dreaded spam filters. So yeah, another reason why you really should be looking at getting yourself a professional email address linked to your website domain, ideally. But as I say, with Mailerlite, to use Mailerlite, you don't have to have a website in place. You can easily enough build a website within Mailerlite itself. So yeah, so it's got the dashboard here that we land on when we access Mailerlite, and from here you've got the create options. You've got here an option to create a campaign, so to build a professional newsletter. So a campaign is generally like a one-off email. So like, as I say, like a newsletter, an email broadcast. So you're just basically sending a one-off email to your list or a segment of your list. A form, you have an option here to create a form. So that's what you would need if you're sending off a freebie or a lead magnet to your ideal client. They would need to fill in a form where they give you their name and email address in exchange for you giving them your freebie. Then here you have an option to create a site. As I say, you can build websites on Mailerlite, and you can also build a landing page to advertise your freebie or your lead magnet or your service or your product. And then the automation here is this, you would use that to nurture people. So when someone signs up to your lead magnet or your freebie, you can deliver that to them, the freebie, immediately, automatically, and then you can nurture them. Say 2-3 days later, you can send them an email sort of introducing yourself. Maybe you've got a special offer, like a time sensitive offer that you're wanting to send them. You can nurture them through an automation sequence. And then here you've got the performance overview. So it will tell you here how many people have subscribed to your list, how many people have unsubscribed, etc. As I say, this is a brand new account. I've just created this from scratch a couple of days ago. And then here, so on the dashboard, you've got the options to create campaigns, forms, sites, and automations. Then on the left here, you've got the options here for campaigns, forms, sites, and automations here. Subscribers, that would be your list and where the people who subscribe to your Mailerlite account, you would see them here listed. And then underneath here, we've got all the different account settings that you need to have in place in order to have the Mailerlite working for you effectively. And then just click that up here back to the dashboard. So it is all very intuitive. It all looks very, very good. And then here you have the integrations. So if you're wanting to integrate Mailerlite with any third-party platforms, you can do that through here. So Mailerlite does have a lot of integrations. So you've got MailerCheck, WooCommerce, Facebook Audiences, and WordPress. So they're the featured ones. They do have a lot more integrations, and also they do have an API approach here, so which allows you to integrate with other apps that may not be listed within this list here, such as Zapier would be an integration, Stripe, etc. for payments. And then here they've got a file manager. So within the file manager would be where you would store your images. Also, it links to Giphy and Unsplash. So Unsplash is a free photo platform, and Giphy is the GIFs that you find, like the backwards and forwards, like the funny sort of memes and stuff you can get from Giphy. So yeah, so it looks, all in all, it looks very good. It looks like a good platform. It does definitely look a lot more intuitive than the classic version. So I also wanted to pop on to say, yeah, Alison, it's all well and good you telling me that all this looks easy and it looks intuitive, but obviously, there is still a learning curve with all these platforms. The free platform does come with an email support, so you can email them, but how long it takes them to reply, I don't know. Alternatively, I do offer support via my platform called the Online Tech Hub. So basically, I provide to support to business owners who want to DIY their online tech. It may be that you've got a VA that you want to train up to help you with your tech, so they are more than welcome to join in your place if you'd rather, or you can share your login, your account with a VA. So basically what I do is, as I said, I provide support. So for example, with Mailerlite, I would record videos, walkthrough videos, step-by-step videos on how to use Mailerlite. There's so many different things that I can support you with. Just to give you an idea of an overview, so this month, this is the timetable that we're working towards. So every week, well, once a week For an hour, I have a pop-up tech surgery. So this happens at different times of the day because there's people in the hub who basically live in different areas of the world, and so I try to fit the pop-up tech surgeries through different time zones. So they last an hour. It's a pop-up tech surgery. So basically, you don't have to book. Basically, I'm online and you just join. There's a calendar that people subscribe to with all the relevant links. They just click on the link and they join me, and then we can share screens if they've got a tech issue or if they have a question for me about anything. We get together and share screens, and I can take control and show them how to do things on the relevant platform that they're stuck with. So they happen once a week and they last an hour. Every Monday morning in the Facebook group, which is where my community is, I put a Q&A post in the group that goes up at 8 o'clock every Monday morning, and that's where members have the opportunity to ask me any questions. So then I would either answer the question within that Q&A post itself, or I will record a video and upload it to the hub and then share the link. So we have weekly Q&As every Monday, and then on a monthly basis I do a more sort of in-depth Q&A similar to what I'm doing now live on Mailerlite, but I'd have it covering different platforms. Everything is recorded apart from the pop-up tech surgeries because they're more sort of ad hoc, but all the Q&As and everything are recorded and uploaded to this platform that I'm showing you here. And the platform that I use for my membership is Searchy, and everything is searchable within the platform. All the videos have captions, and there's a transcript as well of the audio, so you can download that, highlight areas on the transcript, etc. Also, we have a guest expert every month. So in March, we had a guest expert talking about SEO. Now, our guest experts, once they've done this talk, they do reside in the Facebook group for a period of time. So if you have any questions for that expert, then you can ask them there. They are there to support you. And then today, and then we've just recently had a What the Tech implementation session. So basically that's a 2-hour, you could look at it as like a co-working session. So it's like a 2-hour session where we get together online, we turn off our cameras, we turn off our microphones, and we spend 2 hours just implementing anything that we need to do. So be that anything that I've recorded in the hub, or say you just want to go through your emails, clear out your emails, tidy up your emails, or set up your time blocking schedule, anything that you're wanting to do in those 2 hours, we sort of get together. If you are working on your tech in those 2 hours, I am there the whole time, and basically you can just send me a chat and then we can go into a breakout room if need be, and I can help you if you've got any questions. And then also we do mini workshops. So this month I have been focusing on WordPress and setting up a WordPress website from scratch. As I say, everything is recorded and you get immediate access when you join the Online Tech Hub. Just to say about the mini workshops, I do paid mini workshops as well outside of the hub, but members of the Online Tech Hub do get free access to those mini workshops as an added benefit. So here's some examples of some things that I've put up recently. So we have a What's New playlist. So anything that is new is added to this What's New playlist. So for example, just very recently, Instagram introduced a new feed, a new way that you can view feeds within Instagram. So I popped up a video on there. There's a video on setting up Calendly for appointment setting and automations. I've also created a video on converting a PDF workbook into a writable, typable PDF. I've created videos on creating a website using Canva, using the Searchy Chrome extension to record. So this platform that you're looking at here is built on Searchy, and it is my recommended platform if you're wanting to build a course or a membership. So we have the What's New section, which is basically like a dumping ground for anything that is new. Anything that's new will go up in that What's New playlist. We have a calendar where members can subscribe to the calendar. I use Add Event. So then effectively, once they have subscribed to that calendar, it will automatically populate their calendar with all the events that are up and coming within the hub. I've got a support option as well. So if you don't maybe want to post in the Facebook group, you can email me privately and send me ask me a question, and then within that email, I generally reply the day that the email is sent. I reply with my response, or the typed response, or what I do sometimes as well is do a video, and I will send you a link to the video showing you how to work through whatever it is that you have asked me. And then I have a Telegram channel, which is like a tech news channel. So it's a bit like a breaking news channel, if you think of it that way. So if there is an update, so say, for example, Instagram brought with the new feed, I'll post on the Telegram channel telling my members that, hey, have a look at this, there's a new update. And then I've got the community, the Facebook community. So I've got a resource library as well. So if people are looking for a particular training or resource, if they click on this link, it takes them to a living document, which basically outlines everything that is available to access. So it's an index of everything that is available within the hub for them to review. At the last count, I have about over 40 resources available. And then to keep things neat, I separate. So I've got the What's New section, which I say is like a dumping ground of everything. But then I divide. So if, for example, I've got the Build section here. So if we were looking at Mailerlite, for example, building your base, getting your business online, I'm a big advocate of using email marketing. As I say, you need to set that up from the very, very, very beginning, ideally, of your business. So anything on email marketing, Mailerlite, for example, you would find under the build section. Likewise, if you're wanting to build a website, you would find that under the build section. And I've got a section here called tools and resources to get your creative juices flowing. So that will be having videos such as in relation to Canva and video editing software and stuff like that. And then Socialize would have videos in relation to different updates that are going on within, say, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. There'll be some recommended platforms that I use there for hashtag research and such like. And then we have the systemize. So if you're looking to scale your business, so if you're looking to build, so if you're looking to systemize your business as in your back end, so if you're looking to use a project management space, if you're looking to use, say, Office 365, OneDrive, Google Drive, Dropbox, and you're looking at ways in which you can streamline the folder structure, etc., you'll find that in the systemize section. And then the grow section, if you're looking to scale your business, so if you're looking to maybe introduce a digital product that you want to sell, or build an e-commerce store, or if you're looking to build a membership or a course, then you would find the videos in relation to scaling and growing your business in this section. And then maintain relates to backing up, so backing up your data, backing up your website, backing up your email list, securing your website, make sure everything is thoroughly secure, setting up two-factor authentication so that people can't hack your collateral, as it were. And then we have the member Q&A. So this is a more of a personalised channel. So if a member has requested help with a specific question, and I've recorded a video for them, they'll find it under their own personalised channel. So this channel, this member Q&A, is specific to that person. So that doesn't give open access to everyone within the membership. That is just your own personalised Q&A. Any guest speaker slots, recordings are available in here. So recommended resources. So these are the tools and resources I use in my business on a day-to-day basis, or tools that I've used in the past myself. I only recommend tools that I do use myself. I don't recommend anything that I haven't used before, because I've not used it before. So I only recommend things that I know that work. I've been working online since 2010, so 12 years now. You can imagine how tech has evolved over those years. So there is, I've used a lot of tech over those 12 years. So I only ever recommend stuff that I have actually used. And I won't recommend a tool just because maybe I'm just going to get a decent affiliate commission out of it. I'll recommend a tool. So, for example, Mailerlite, I recommend that if you're just starting out. I'm not going to make any money on that. I'm not going to make an affiliate commission on that. But I recommend that because it works. But you'll find other people will mention different software because they're basically going to be getting a monthly recurring commission from you to use that. But I would call myself, I'm an ethical marketer. I will only recommend stuff, if it's free and I'm not going to make an affiliate commission on it, I will recommend it. I won't just recommend stuff just because I'm going to make some money out of it. I am fair and ethical. It's one of my values, one of my beliefs, to always be fair and equal. And then I've got the template section here, so an area where you can download templates to help you, sort of plug and play templates to help you. So yeah, just another quick overview on the Tech Hub. So the doors to the Tech Hub are open at the moment. They will be closing on midnight on the 31st of March. So you get access to everything that I have just shown you for as long as you're a member, effectively. So yeah, so this is the page. If you do want to join, if you do have any questions, then please do either pop a comment below or message me or email me, alison@onlinetechhub.com. Happy to answer any questions. So yeah, so the price currently, so here it does sort of give you an overview of everything that I've just spoken about. You don't need tech knowledge to join either, because I'm there to support you. And I would say you don't need coding knowledge either. It's code free, so you don't need to know your HTML or your CSS codes. Everything I teach you is no code software, effectively. So don't worry that you think that you're going to have to know HTML or CSS or anything like that. Everything I show you is I'm very straightforward in my approach as well. So the fee is it's £34 per month, or it's £340 for the year. So if you join for the year, you do get 12 months for the price of 10. You do get some bonuses as well. So I've got the Beating Business Overwhelm. So if you're finding that you don't have enough time, or you're overwhelmed with all the tasks that you have on your plate, then there's a workshop on that. And also there's another workshop on getting intentional with time so you're not wasting your time. And I have another workshop on organising your back office CEO style. So these are examples of the mini workshops that members do have access to for free, but people outside of the membership do have to pay for those workshops. So as I say, the doors do close tomorrow night at midnight. So the price is held as well for as long as you're a member. So if you join at the £34 per month, £340 a year mark, you will stay at that price for as long as you are a member. And these are some testimonials. So, sorry, up here there was a video thing. Yeah, from Anissa. She's one of our members. She's been a member for over a year now. She's just renewed her yearly membership. And then got some testimonials here as well. So yeah, so it's a very comprehensive library of information. So as well as the library of information that you have, you also have access to me as well. I am there to help you on your way as well, should you need it. So yeah, so if you are thinking of joining, or if you have any questions, then please do drop them below. Let me just put that there. So yes, you can join via the onlinetechhub.com. So if you are having doubts about joining, I would say that think about how much time are you spending working out how to do stuff in your business. How much time are you spending doing that? How much time are you spending getting frustrated because you don't know how to do things? Think of what you could be doing with that time if you had me to support you. So say, for example, you're going to spend, say, 4 or 5 hours maybe researching how to do something, but is it the right solution for you as well? It may work for Janet, in her business, but does it work for you? Yeah, and like I say, be wary about being sold tech that potentially the person that's selling it to you is going to be giving you a hefty commission. I don't work that way. The way that I work is I'm entirely ethical. If there's a free software that is going to help you, then I will help you. So yeah, so if you do have any questions, please do contact me, email me, alison@onlinetechhub.com, or post a comment and I will get back to you. Yeah, so thank you for listening. I would love to support you and help you with your tech. Honestly, it's £34 for the month, £340 for the year. How much money, first of all, how much money are you spending on tech at the moment? Is it tech that you need? Is there an alternative? Is there a better solution? And how frustrated are you? Is it holding you back? How much is tech holding you back moving on in your business? I'm there to support you all the way. So yeah, I'm Alison from the Online Tech Hub. I would love you to support you. Have a good day.